Ever feel like the ground's shifting beneath your feet? Like you're running a race, but the finish line keeps moving.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the IT world today, am I right?
It really is, yeah.
Constantly evolving. And for businesses in the thick of it, businesses like, the ones listening, staying ahead of the curve. That's key.
Absolutely.
So today we're diving into a hot topic in the industry. You ready for this?
Yeah, hit me.
The transition from VAR to MSP.
Right.
Big one. We've got a ton of insights to share today. Industry reports, expert perspectives. We've even got some case studies for you. So
Excellent.
all of it's going to point the way forward, hopefully, in this changing landscape.
It's a shift, that's reshaping really the DNA of the IT world. Yep. And frankly, if you're still working with that sort of old VAR model, you might be feeling a bit of pressure.
Absolutely. And I'm seeing headlines about declining market valuations for these traditional VARs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, everyone's talking about how vendors are practically throwing money at partners who are making that transition to MSP.
Right.
What's driving that?
It all boils down to where the real value is, right? The old guard, the traditional VAR model, it was all about margins. You sell a server, you get your cut, and you move on.
Right.
But the market is telling us that's a shrinking pool.
Okay, so before we go any further, let's make sure everyone listening is on the same page.
Yeah.
We've been throwing these acronyms around VAR, MSP.
Yeah.
But for someone who might be new to this, what's the difference, really?
So imagine this, right? You need a new computer system for your office.
Okay.
A reseller, they're like a catalog, basically. They sell you the hardware, the software,
Right.
maybe even the cables, transaction done.
Okay.
A VAR, they're more like a custom shop.
Yeah.
They take those components, put them together in a way that meets your needs. They might even throw in some cool customizations,
Right, like building a bespoke suit instead of handing you something off the rack.
Exactly. But an MSP, they're like having a dedicated IT department on call 24/7. They don't just, set you up and that's it. They manage your whole system.
Wow.
Proactively addressing issues, making sure everything runs smoothly so you can, focus on your work.
It's like the difference between buying a one-time meal and signing up for that meal kit subscription.
Yeah.
That keeps delivering week after week.
Absolutely.
And it sounds like vendors are putting their money where their mouth is on this one, investing in the partners who can offer those ongoing services.
Absolutely. And it's not just vendors, right? It's the market.
Okay.
Our research shows that a staggering, are you ready for this? 74.23%
Wow.
of IT businesses around the world, they generate less than 30% of their revenue from those kinds of managed services.
Wow, so that's a huge chunk of the pie.
It is.
Still up for grabs.
And it highlights the immense potential for those willing to adapt.
Okay.
The question is, are you going to be part of that 74% struggling to keep up?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to seize the opportunity, become part of that leading 26%, and position your business for success?
Right. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the people listening, they're ambitious.
Right. Nobody wants to be part of that statistic, left behind.
Yeah.
And when you look at the potential benefits of actually going MSP, it's no wonder that this whole shift is gaining so much traction.
Yeah, we're talking about like enhanced sales.
Right.
Higher customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
Increased profit margins, music to any business owner's ears, right?
Absolutely. And it's not just about the bottom line either.
Right.
There's this whole ripple effect. We're talking recurring revenue, meaning greater financial stability.
Sure.
More predictable forecasting. That peace of mind, being able to plan for the long haul.
Right.
That's got to be priceless.
Absolutely. But, you touched on something really important earlier. This isn't just about, changing the name on the door.
Right.
This is a fundamental shift.
It's a transformation.
Yeah.
And those come with their own hurdles.
Totally. And our source material doesn't shy away from those challenges.
Right.
They dedicate a whole section to the potential pitfalls of transitioning to this MSP model.
And rightfully so, because we're talking about overhauling, deeply ingrained practices, sales strategies, pricing models, even company culture.
Wow.
It needs to adapt to this new service-oriented mindset.
It reminds me of a story from one of the case studies that we read.
Okay.
This company, they were talking about how they used to celebrate every big sale.
Sure.
Popping champagne when they closed the deal.
Yeah.
But after they switched over to the MSP model, it was all about those smaller, recurring payments.
It's a great example because it highlights that psychological shift. No more immediate gratification.
Right.
from those big wins. Instead, it's about building something long-term,
Okay.
sustainable growth. And, let's be honest, that can feel a little less glamorous.
Yeah, for sure. And I can
Yeah.
see how that would be tough,
Right.
especially for those businesses used to that immediate cash flow.
Precisely. And that's why I think it's so crucial to go into this transition with your eyes open.
Yes.
You need a plan.
Okay.
You need tools, support.
Yeah.
And that's where, this VAR to MSP channel transformation program that we came across,
Okay. Yeah.
this is where that comes in.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit.
Yeah.
What is this program,
Sure.
and how can it actually help businesses navigate this whole transition, hopefully without losing their shirts?
Think of it as like your roadmap to MSP success. It's a 3-tiered approach. It's designed to guide you through every step of the way, right?
Right.
And the best part is, are you ready for this? It starts with the free self-assessment.
A free self-assessment.
Yeah.
A free self-assessment. So there's like no barrier to entry
Yeah.
then, really.
Exactly. It's all about empowering businesses, to take that first step.
Okay, I like it.
And this self-assessment, it's not just some, fluffy survey.
Right.
This is a deep dive. It goes into your current operations, what are your strengths, where are the areas you can grow,
Right.
and you walk away with a clear evaluation of where you stand.
Okay, so you're not left guessing.
Exactly.
Am I ready for this or am I kidding myself?
Right.
You get some real data.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. I like it.
And that's just the start. One of the things I really liked about this program was the emphasis on community.
Okay.
They connect you with a network of businesses, right? People that are on the same journey,
Okay.
facing those same challenges.
It's like having a team of, I don't know, Sherpas or something,
Exactly. Yeah.
guiding you up the MSP mountain.
Exactly. Sharing that wisdom.
Right.
Their lessons.
Right. They're hard-won lessons, yeah.
Exactly. And beyond just, the feeling of camaraderie, there's real value in learning from others who have, done it before.
Yeah.
They've navigated the pitfalls. They've had their victories,
Right.
and they're there to offer their guidance and support.
Okay, so you've got this free self-assessment to see where you stand. You've got this built-in support system to kind of help you chart your course. What else? What else is in this program?
So once you understand your starting point, the program goes deeper.
Okay.
It provides more comprehensive assessments, even personalized transformation plans.
Oh, wow. So it's not just one size fits all. It's actually tailored to you?
Precisely. They help you find the right tools, the right tech, the right strategies to make that transition as smooth as possible.
This is painting a very different picture than where we started. Like, we started talking about the pressure, the challenges. But what I'm hearing now is that with, the right guidance, this shift from VAR to MSP, it doesn't have to be a leap of faith, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's more like, a strategic evolution.
Yeah. Exactly. It's about recognizing that things are changing, right?
Yeah.
Adapting to that new environment.
Okay.
And ultimately, setting your business up for greater success.
So for our listeners out there, maybe feeling that ground shift beneath their feet, what's the one thing you want them to remember today?
The IT world is changing. There's no question about it.
Right.
But change creates opportunity.
Okay.
And this whole shift, from VAR to MSP, it's not about just, surviving. It's about thriving.
Right.
It's about unlocking those next levels, right, of growth and profitability, stability for your business.
It's about writing the next chapter
Exactly.
of your success story. And it sounds like this VAR to MSP program can give you the pen and paper.
Absolutely.
Maybe even a little inspiration along the way. For our listeners who are ready to take that first step, we'll make sure to include a link to that free self-assessment tool in the episode resources. So don't just let this information wash over you. Take action. Your future self will thank you.